Hi everyone, I'm David Marinak with the Repackaging Revolution, ABC, and my friend Dr. Chris DeArmond. It's fascinating because I hear this all the time. Should we ban plastics?
Yeah.
And I know you had just given a speech and you'd created a slide, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but could you share a little bit from the slide? Because it really does enlighten that whole nonsense, and it is nonsense, but take it away.
Well, I'm a scientist, so I like to quote things accurately, so let me read directly from the slide. So why ban it? Why should we ban it? Makes up 25% of household waste. It's a massive contributor to landfills. Much of it is single use. It creates a huge amount of CO2. It's less green than the alternatives. Contains chemicals and toxins. Degrades to microparticles. And it can take thousands of years to decompose. That's why we should ban it. But the material I just described is paper.
Ooh.
Not plastic. Do you want to ban it now? And this leads on to another topic, right? As soon as I say it's paper, not plastic, people completely flip and say, oh, hang on a minute. And if I look at every one of these points, paper is much worse than plastic. Paper generates 25% of household waste. Plastic is 13%. So it's double as bad, right? But nobody cares.
Yeah.
Plastic, much of it is single use. Much of paper is zero use. And what do I mean by that? I mean the spam that comes in your letterbox every day. I take it right from the letterbox and I throw it right in the trash can. It's zero use, never gets read, and that's paper, and nobody cares. It's zero use. That's worse than single use. Nobody cares. Creates much more CO2. Right. It's less green than plastic is. It contains lots of chemicals and toxins, and it degrades to little particles. And did you know that wood fibers are actually scientifically proven to cause cancer, right? So if we were being logical, and if we really cared about the environment and what's safe, we would be focusing on paper and some of these other materials. And I'm not trying to distract from the plastics. What I'm saying is a logical person would be looking at the data, comparing these things, and putting their policies and their money and their attention appropriately depending on where the risk really is. And that's not what we're doing now. What we're doing is we're demonizing plastics because they're new, we're not as familiar with them, and we find it, we rationalize our hatred of plastics by just making stuff up.
And again, to be clear, we are not against paper, not against paper products. Just know the facts. You want to use paper, you want to have, great, but don't tell us it's better for the environment, or don't tell us it's better than plastic, or don't tell us, because it's not true.
Yeah, we're just against fiction.
Right. Thanks, Doc.